Welcome back to Living 808. New month, new event for secured gold buyers, and they have been very popular. Here with details on the February event, Ryan Knott. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me.
I know you had a pretty decent January event, didn't you?
We did. We had an excellent event.
Well, we're talking about some of the things that people can bring down to this February event. What are people selling these days?
We're seeing a ton of silver, sterling silverware. I mean, we bought over 25 tons of sterling silverware since the inception of the company. Wow. Lots of gold, to various fine gold settings, to gold coins, historical gold coins, fine silver, just about anything that's gold, silver, or platinum, we're willing to buy.
Okay, that's great that you brought that up, because I was going to ask, I hear a lot about gold, a lot about silver. What about platinum?
Platinum, everybody asks about platinum. Platinum's about a little less than half of the spot price of gold. It used to be higher than gold, actually, but this is a platinum piece right there, as you can see, with some diamonds and a non-precious stone in the center. So that's a typical platinum piece that we'll see at events.
Okay, I can't even tell between platinum and silver. I'm sorry. So,
most people can't. It's just a stronger metal.
Something like this, silver?
Gold.
Gold.
White gold.
Apparently, I don't know my.
White gold with emeralds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like this cost?
Oh, we probably bought that somewhere in the $5,000 to $6,000 range.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, and platinum, this piece maybe?
It would be, that's less weight and a non-precious stone, unlike the emeralds, so that would probably be closer to about the $1,000 range.
When you were here last, in January, you had some tarnished, or not tarnished, but maybe some dirty coins that were worth quite a bit, half dollars, silver dollars.
Never clean them.
Okay, never clean them.
Never clean a coin, any coin, and especially gold coins, because you'll destroy the numismatic value of the coin.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Maybe you didn't either.
Yeah, that tarnishing of the coins or any damage that's on them, it is what it is. Leave it alone. Don't polish coins. And if you have sterling silverware, the tendency would be, oh, polish it, I'll get more money. That's just not the case. You're going to get the same amount of money whether it's polished or not. So save your time.
That is great to know. That is a great tip. Thank you. You do have some what looks to be very clean coins. Tell me about what you got in front of me.
It's just a 1 ounce maple leaf. We see those, Cougarans, American Eagles.
It's got some weight to it.
Got some weight to it. It's 1 ounce. And that's fine gold. That's pure gold, 24 karat gold. So that's spot price right there.
So something like this would be about what?
Right in the $2,600 range.
Okay. I'm curious. You have something in a nice little case here. Tell me about this piece.
So that's a graded. You know, we get those. We see these types of pieces from a lot of coin dealers or coin collectors, excuse me, who they've bought from coin dealers and they just decided to sell. That's a graded piece, and it's a little bit more value. That's also 1 ounce. I know it looks bigger than this.
Okay. This says 1922, $20.
Yeah, it's a 1922 $20 piece. And that's a little bit over spot price. It's actually gets a premium. Okay, so I don't know the lingo. Excuse me. So what would that cost? A little, but roughly $2,700. It just depends. It's what spot price is on that day.
You're saying you tell me a little over spot price. I'm thinking, okay, $22. But no, it's well over the $20 listed. It's $2,700, $2,500,
$2,700.
Ooh, man. Okay. That is really good to know. You're seeing a lot of this come through the events?
You see more of the loose coins and the historical gold, like that Indian head that you see there from 1907. That's more of what you see. What you're holding right now is fine, 1 ounce of fine silver. We see tons of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the more common pieces.
I mean, do you find that a lot of people have some of these like just laying around in a box they have at home?
Oh yeah, they'll come in and
really.
We've had customers that have brought in thousands of them.
And something like this alone would cost about what?
That's about $30 right there.
Okay, $30.
Silver's a lot less spot price than gold, as you know.
Yeah, so folks could have stuff just laying in their jewelry box, not even knowing that it is worth a great deal of money, and they could bring it down to you.
Especially, that's exactly right, and especially those who inherited it from somebody that's passed away, who may have bought that piece for $1.
Let me just walk everyone through this, okay? I come to an event, I bring a piece like this. Hi, I'm John.
John,
how are you? Good to meet you. I want to sell this. What is it worth? What can people expect?
We test it to make sure it's real, first of all, because there's a lot of counterfeits and fakes out there. So we test it to make sure it's real. We have different methods of testing it, and then we simply go into our calculator on our desktop and punch in how many of them they have. If it's just one, if it's $2,600, turn the computer screen around, show them what it is.
Wow.
And if they decide they want to sell it, they get cash on the spot.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, tell me about the event.
Event is the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, which is starting today, Tuesday through Friday. We typically go Wednesday through Saturdays is what everybody knows us as, but this week we're just doing today through the 7th.
Okay.
One day at Kapolei on this Friday the 7th.
Okay, you see the schedule there on your screen, and we'll have a full wrap-up of the schedule on our website, ktwin2.com, shortly after the show on the Living 808 tab. We really appreciate you stopping by. The times again for the event?
9 a.m. to 4 p.m. all days.
Okay, and a website that we can just see what you got going on.
SecureGoldBuyers.com.
Brian, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. All right, stay with us. Living 808, we'll be right back after this quick break.